Clarity, here to give you a collective energy reading. I hope everybody is doing well. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section. Let me know if the reading resonates with you. I hope everybody is doing wonderful. Please like, share, and subscribe, though. When you subscribe, ring that bell. That way you get notified every time I come on. All right. What up, party people? We in the building. Already? So, the downloaded message, just to get right to it. So, the downloaded message was, somebody wants you to take them back, but they I should say after careful consideration, nah, you can't do it. And you know why? Because many people are evaluating relationships right now. Like, you're doing a lot of self evaluation. We in the year of the 9. You know what I'm saying? Now it's kind of like, okay, last year, that year of the 8, we was learning a whole bunch of lessons, whole lot of karma. And then, but somehow those lessons started to take, right? And so what is learned, what I heard was that what value do they add to your life? Peace. What is the added value they bring to you? And if the answer is none, then there's your answer. For a lot of y'all, a lot of people, your person, when you really carefully consider why would I do that, you realize they bring no added value to your life. So what would be the incentive to have them in your life? And when I say added value, like, I'm talking, this person needs you, right? And this goes back to the video I was playing the other day with the women, right? Exactly. The video I was playing about the women. Oh no, I'm sorry, about the men who lost a good woman, right? And I didn't hear not one of those dudes say how they added value to the woman's life. All they could say was, she cooked, she cleaned, she did everything for me, she nurtured me, and I messed it up. They only could tell you how they messed it up. None of them said how they could or did add value to her life. So what would be, that's the wake up call. What would be the point of taking somebody back or being with them if they don't add any value to your life? And we under a lot of self-evaluation right now. People are realizing, like, oh, you know what? Maybe there is no point to this. Maybe I should leave him where he left me at, or whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's nothing of value here. You hanging out with me tonight, kitty cat? Quietly, please. And thank you. Yeah, so when you get that, yeah, how did I benefit? If all you did was take care of a dude, of course his memory is gonna be like, damn, that was a good one. Is in court. Oh Lord. So yeah, it's like, how do you get any value out of that? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the downloaded message. We're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. That's exactly what she just said. What Imani said was, basically, you cast judgment on this situation. Like, you're like, how is this justice for me? You know what? Done. You know what I'm saying? The gavel came down, your decision was made, done. They don't add value. What would be the point? And a man has to work for it. A masculine energy has to work for it. Okay, don't have to be a man, but a masculine energy has to. I always tell y'all effort, right? Love should be spelled effort. You know what I'm saying? And a man shows his worth by showing effort, or at least a masculine, right? So if a man is not showing you no effort, and he's not bringing anything to the table other than, can you take care of me? Can you give me this? Can you feed me? Can you love me? Can you do this? Da, 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 da. And that's all a woman does, or the man or the feminine does. After a while, the feminist's gonna feel like they are an energy vampire. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just gonna hold on to somebody for the sake of, you know what I'm saying, I need this person. And also I heard today, interestingly enough, another reader said it, but I have said this before. Sometimes the third party, like the karmic in that person's life, if that person's in karmic energy with them, vibing with them, they may want you back for simply they all need to come up. You get what I'm saying? Like somebody could come back trying to get back with you mainly because they need to come up. They need something out of your energy that they will take back to the karmic. The karmic could even put them up to it. So you got to think about it, like, did this person add value? Were they only there because X, Y, and Z? Were they only, you know what I mean? Like, because if they were with you, did they only show up because they was right next to you, kind of thing? So what value do they add? Was it good? All right. All right, Spirit, give me a message for this collector, because what they need to know. Yeah, so I can't make it up. The worst has happened with you and this person. The worst has happened. You know why? Because when you get to that part, right? When you get to that energy of, I don't really miss this person. What would I miss? Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's an epiphany. It's a realization that comes across you. Like, I don't really miss this situation. I don't really miss them. You may love them still. Like love don't, mean that. Yeah, I mean, how can I put this? You not missing them or realizing that they didn't really add value does not mean you love them less. It just means you're not gonna overlook shit. You're not going to just take anything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not enough. What they've brought to the table thus far is not enough. You want to go down there with him or what? You want daddy? Yes, you want daddy? Okay. Come on, let's go get daddy. Go ahead. Go ahead now. My girl say, yes, I want my daddy. So, what would be the incentive to rock with somebody that all you can do is be their peace, be their nurture, be their support, do everything for them, and what do they do for you? Yeah, completely off. That's where you call justice. And that's where you call judgment. You like, hold on. 2 and 2 don't equal 5. You know what I'm saying? 2 and 2 is supposed to equal 4. Also, what Spirit was saying that this person, and this ain't everybody's story, so you only take what resonates, please, and leave the rest. Um, This person does everything their way, not your way, their way. So you could have stated in the relationship what you desired to occur for you to be in that relationship. And this person said, yeah, all right, cool. And didn't do any of it or won't do any of it. Or look you in your face and do something opposite of what you said or how you expressed yourself. So tell me again how they add value to your life, how much they respect you, how much they honor you. Hmm. And if they couldn't do it then, what would make you think they can do it now? Hmm. So, that's what it is. Like, I ain't even, what it is too? Is no love lost, right? And there's no harm, no foul, no bad feelings on your behalf. The ones that are doing the self evaluation. You're not mad. They don't need to be. Maybe if you are you feeling like unhealed, yes, there will be a twinge of anger, maybe disappointment in yourself if you allow certain things, what I'm saying, to go on. Hello, how you doing? um so when you have that kind of feeling about somebody, it kind of, like I said, it'll wash over you like an epiphany, and it'll calm your nerves, because then you won't be thinking, I need to have this person in my life. Because when you start realizing, well, what do they bring to my life? The need for them to be in your life dissipates if you find there is no value. They don't do anything for you. They don't support you. They don't show up for you. They don't cheer for you. They don't make you happy. You was in love with their happiness, but they wasn't doing anything to make you happy. Where is the value? It is none. And I tell y'all all the time on this channel, I pay attention what's said and I listen to what's not being said. A lot of times when somebody wants to re-enter a situation, is because they find a benefit for them. And they may make you promises, because all of a sudden, in the silence of you not being in their life, all of a sudden they hear you. All of a sudden they realize what you wanted. But this person, Spirit said, this person is committed to being opposite of what you really want. And it would be real easy for them to go back to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, every comeback story is not a fairy tale. Some people can change, right? But if you don't see no value, what I'm just saying, what is it? What even is it? Mm. We are in the year of the snake. It is important for us to shed that layer of our old self off and emerge as a new person. Yes, you be taking off the clothing, shedding that part of you that held on to situations that didn't serve you. You know what I'm saying? Like there was too much one-sidedness. There was no balance. There was pain, not enough happiness. There was you supporting, not enough receiving of support. Like after a while, if it can't balance, what is the point? So for you, Spirit gave the Ten of Swords in reverse. The worst has happened. It can't get no worse than that, because you're not engaged in the situation. And a lot of the readings that I've been pulling lately, the feminine energy. Now she's been coming up most recently, but there was a lot more where she didn't show up at all. And this is why. This is why. She wasn't invited to the party. She wasn't supported. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't being held up. She was doing all the holding. After a while, you get tired of holding a person up, doing everything for them and not getting anything back in return. That, when you have a decent relationship, y'all have roles, right? Everybody plays their role. It's called interdependence. And in that situation, all right, say the masculine's job is to take the trash out, and the feminine job is to cook the meals, or vice versa, because a lot of men are good chefs, you know. She wash if he cooks the meal, she wash the dishes, you know. They take on different roles. You know, I can't do yard work but so long because I got bad allergies. So I need my husband to go out there and mow the lawn and do what he got to do. But I'm not one of them. I'm an independent woman, not to do anything. No, because I can't do it. So he has his role. I have my role. Right? We have agreements, verbal and non-verbal, that balance each other out, that work with each other. Right? And I'm teaching my children to also have their roles of interdependence within the family. They have their responsibilities as well. That's why we teach our children chores, how to take care of things. Even if they ain't the best at it, they still got to learn before they come out your house. Right? So I'm just getting that somebody is in someone's life. All right. You got somebody in your life, beloved, that is not, you can't, when you look back, you realize you did all this stuff. And what did they do for you? How did they ever give back? How did they ever attempt to balance? And maybe when they had the opportunity, did they take it, or did they play with it? Or was it just one time to say they did? You know what I'm saying? All right, tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, this person's immature. Page of Cups in reverse. Also, I'm getting this is somebody who won't apologize for the things that they do or didn't do. This person don't see nothing wrong with their behavior. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody who lacks emotional intelligence and maturity. So they're not going to, you know, sorry for what? You gave me, you gave to me because you wanted to. That's how they see it. They feel like a child. You did for me. You are like my mom. You're like my dad. Or whatever they see you as. You gave to me because you wanted to. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right, Imani. That's why we supposed to take on roles to balance each other out. This is what you do. This is what I do. This is how it works for us. And that's different for everybody. It don't have to be, it's not gonna look the same in every relationship. But what works is how y'all get along, how you do the dance with each other. Okay? That's what matters. People can look and judge and say, "Oh, she do all of this and he don't do da 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 da." They don't know what going on behind the scenes. They don't know what your agreement is. If you're not tired and bedraggled because you know what I'm saying, your masculine is helping you balance out, it don't matter what it look like to nobody else. Now, if you are tired and bedraggled because he ain't helping you out, then you got the problem I'm talking about. Take it how it resonates. But ultimately, don't worry about what nobody thinks. That's how I look at it. Show me more, Spirit. So yeah, Spirit said that's the truth. Ace of Swords. Victory. This person don't really hold up any end of any bargain. So if you said, you know what, um, let's just say you discuss with them, I don't know, I'm just random walking a dog, right? And you said to this person, um, when you walk the dog, don't walk on the other side of the street down by that corner. And they like, why? Because there's a dog inside the gate that gets out, and I don't want the dogs to fight. So please don't walk the dog on that side of the street on that corner, right? But this person tempts fate because they don't care what you say. This is what I'm getting. They don't care what you say. They're gonna do it the way they want to do it. And then one day, exactly what you say happens, and all they can say is sorry when you gotta take your dog to the vet. You know what I'm saying? Or their dog to the vet, depending on who dog got did what, right? And but why were you on that side of the street? I was just walking. But I said to you several times, don't do it. They know you said it and they still did it. This is what I'm getting with like this a stubborn, hard-headed energy. There's somebody that's like constantly going against somebody, and that disturbs peace. Like you can't keep saying the shit over and over again. You can't keep trying to get somebody to do the right thing. And then they don't, and then you gotta pay the cost some kind of way. What value do they bring to your life? Tell me more. If this person brings headache, chaos, and conflict, what value do they bring to your life? It could be little things like walking a dog that become a big thing. It's not the dog walking is the thing, it's the way this person operates. Hermit energy. Yeah, the challenge is hermit. And this person also may go ghost a lot. You know what I'm saying? This person is emotionally unavailable. They go within. They go over here. They get quiet on you. They disappear on you. You know what I'm saying? They might leave you alone a lot. That's a challenge. That's the challenge in the lesson position. They leave you alone a lot. They go within, but they don't come out. You don't know what's going on with this person. They don't communicate. They're keeping it all to themselves. Yes, very inconsiderate and defiant. You're right. Tell me more. Knight of Cups. I feel like you probably told this person, no, just go ahead and take your offer somewhere else. Because if you look, I don't know if you can see good. This Knight of Cups is facing the opposite way, right? All the issues, all the things that are going on are kind of like right here. This person is outside. So you might have dismissed this person like, go ahead. If you want to ghost, ghost. Stay gone. Leave them in the cemetery that they created for themselves. Bottom of the deck, Page of Coins. You may have some new ventures, some new opportunities due to letting this situation go. Right? You got some new beginnings popping up, Spirit said. New opportunities that you could take advantage of. By this person not being in your hair, in your energy. You know what I'm saying? Getting you distracted, focus on what they got going on. Because that's another thing. That's what you get from a person like this. Always having you distracted from what you got to do to go deal with their stuff. So for you, I feel like separating from this situation gives you an opportunity to focus on your new opportunities. Things that you like, want to pursue, could bring you money. You know what I'm saying? New venture could be school you want to go to. You know what I'm saying? Or could be couple classes you want to take to get expertise in a subject. It could be a new job, or a job that has you traveling. Hell, you could be a traveling nurse. You know what I'm saying? But if you pin down with a significant other, you may be lacking a desire to do that. And Spirit said, now you got the desire to go be free. Whatever it is that you want to do, the world is your oyster. This person is you no longer feel bound to this energy, because once you evaluate it, what value do they bring to your life? I fail to see it. And a lot of people's circumstances. What are you going to get back from being in that person's energy, or that person being in your energy? What do you get? And if the answer is not much or nothing, then you got careful consideration. We got 11 swords here. That's justice. So Spirit is working on you right now. Spirit is like, listen, when do they call you? When do they show up for you? When do they take you out? When do they be your peace? When do they rub your back and your shoulders and tell you everything gonna be all right? When do they do that for you? Huh? Oh, they've never done that? When have you done it for them? Oh, all the time? Oh, huh. Something's missing. Because you ain't even mirroring each other in that way. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah, this person brings chaos and conflict. The chariot is in reverse. Yeah, this person has drama, stuff like that, issues. Hold on, y'all. All right, sorry about that. It's gonna be a quick one, y'all. Oh, two cards popped out. Mm. Yeah, this person did not. So here it is. You have a family situation or the 10 of coins, meaning you got it all: the legacy, the love, the home, everything. And then you have 3 pentacles. No cooperation. 3 pentacles in reverse. This person had a third party situation and they didn't cooperate. Remember what I said earlier. This person could even be cooperating with a third party, trying to get back into your energy. But once again, this is spirit working on you, reminding you this person didn't really add any value to your life. And 9 times out of 10, them in the third party want something out of you. And I'm not talking like this ain't no uh it's not giving twin flame. It just giving somebody, this might be a karmic lesson for you with somebody who wasn't really meant to stay in your life. Maybe teach you some lessons so you can move on with those lessons, build you up, build your character, build your boundaries up. You know what I'm saying? Be wiser, be smarter, but not meant to be returning back to your life. Hell, you done sent them away with that cup and told them go ahead and take it somewhere else. Not interested in the offer. Because what am I getting in that cup? Tell me more. Yeah, 3 of swords. This person don't do nothing but play with emotions. Maybe in and out of emotions. Especially with the hermit. Like this person avoids their emotions. Be full of emotions, but don't really want to deal with their emotions. Tell me more. Yeah, and they got a lot of internal conflicts. After you told them person, go ahead with your, go work on yourself, okay? Because you got some issues that could spill over into my life that don't help me in any way. I get that. Like you just turn this person away. You just like, go ahead, go handle you. Go do you. Yeah. But this person I'm getting, they feel like they have invested something because they got so much out of you. You know what I'm saying? This is like somebody ate some like you harvest, let's say you harvest some seeds, not seeds, a fruit, and then you eat that fruit, and that fruit good. You want some more of that fruit, so you save up them seeds and you plant it again. I feel like this person wants to do it again. They want to harvest what they had, but this time around it's gonna be a little barren, or they're gonna have to find that somewhere else, but they can't find you in anybody else. Okay, that's what they have learned. They cannot find you in anybody else. And what they're also realizing is that you are no longer interested in the vampiric energy that they give, or I should say, all the energy that they take and don't give. Because I'm still not seeing where they give you anything, but I do see that they give you chaos and conflict. They got a lot of internal conflict. They are emotionally avoidant. They don't cooperate. Yeah, no, no, and no. All right, tell me a little bit more. Like I said, I might have to cut this one uh short tonight because I have something that just popped up I gotta deal with. So, your person feels like this is not over. Like y'all are you have unfinished business. But I feel like you finished it. I feel like they just don't want it to be over. I feel like you finished it. And you might have not finished it verbally. You may not have had a conversation. This is like more of a peace that has come over you, an understanding that you have within yourself to know that I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. Like, I don't need to put any more action, any more effort, any more anything. You nothing this person. And they're not good with that. That's what Spirit is showing me with that chariot in reverse. They didn't ever think that you could do that. They never thought, because if you poured a lot of energy into somebody, more than likely they thought they would always be able to come and drink from your cup. And you now have like pulled your cup back, closed it, and said, "No, thank you. You're not. This is for me now. This is for me." Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah. So this person was planning a 10 of coins with you. They was plotting and planning something. They was plotting and planning something, working on something. I feel like it's a little bit too late. You know what I'm saying? It's feeling like a little way later than what I'm saying. Like, where was this effort when we were together? When was this effort when you had opportunity to give back? Like I was saying earlier, this person is like a little dollar. Let's say a day late, $1 short. I mean, hey, it be like that. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, then no equal give and take. This person would take and take and take from you. As long as you give, they're gonna take, 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 take. They're gonna take, 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 take. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. You said they lay $1 short of a few pennies. Also, like I said, you're now in the energy of working on yourself, focusing on what your new endeavors are going to be, without this person taking from you or distracting you from your goals and your purpose and your whatever. You know what I'm saying? They're not able to do that when you've switched in the way you think. You're not so centered on them. Um, Black Cherry will call it male centered. For a woman, you're not male centered anymore. You're now more self centered and balanced, right? Because you realize what has shaped you, what is growing you. You know what I'm saying? Tell me more. Yeah. This person, you told them to go ahead with that energy, because this person is trapped in their head with internal conflicts, and you told them to take their cup and go drink their own cup and heal. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, strength card. You definitely holding back from somebody. Because, I mean, listen, what is there to give to? You know what I'm saying? They want to come in. This is at the bottom of the deck again. They want to come in and act like they want to fight for the connection, but they coming in with a bunch of words like, bruh, sis, whomever. Where was all of that when you had the opportunity to do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, this year to 9, we ain't got time. We ain't got time. We good over here. Like, whatever your situation is, be good with the peace that you in and not be holding on to nobody that can't give you any fucking thing. All they want you to do is give to them, and they think you just happy to only give. So all they do is take, and it's never been balanced. 6 of coins proves it. It's never been balanced. They don't support you. They don't think about. They don't give you consideration. They don't give you support. None of that. That would indicate love, making effort. They don't do that. So, if you got a person in your life and they want to come back in your energy, you got to really evaluate, what did they ever add to begin with? Because this break that you have with this person allows you to learn who they are, like, and live separately, of like relieve yourself, so to speak, because when you separate from somebody, they teach you how to live without them, right? Then when you have that gap in space and time, you have time when you're not fixated on whatever they got going on, you become more fixated on what you got going on. You start realizing, oh, they really, I mean, if I'm doing all of this by myself, what did I need them for? Or, you know what I'm saying? The more I'm not doing from them for them, the more I can do for me. So, your person, I'm gonna give you some downloaded messages from your person who's waking up. So this person really got something to say, Knight of Swords, but we're gonna see where they at with it tonight. And then I gotta go. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What they need to know. Yeah, is this what it felt like when I walked away from you? Oh no, we have to fix that. So now, they're like, oh, this is what it felt like. I didn't know it could feel like this, because now they feel your loss. Now they realize you're not involved, you're not invested in them, you're not supportive of them. You're putting your energy, you've held back, you're doing you now, and there's no you and them in sight, right? So they're now reflecting on all the things you did for them. Again, back to that video I was telling y'all about, or I share with y'all. None of the men ever shared what they gave to that woman. Nothing. They didn't give anything. It says, I can't sleep, eat, or concentrate without knowing if you will be with me. Well, hey, they didn't consider that when they was ghosting. They didn't consider that when they was being avoidant with their emotions and their energy. They didn't consider you whatsoever, right? This person probably walked away thinking they could always walk back. They can always come back and keep getting more from you. That's what they thought. The spirit says, the devil is a lie. Tell me more. I made the wrong choice. Now I have to face my decisions. I hope you don't let me go. Yeah, so now they don't want you to let them go, but they know they made other choices. Remember, this person chose other people, other situations, third parties, karmics. They chose to people please. They chose to be in communion with others, right? And now this person is realizing, shit, I ain't realized if you walked away, I was going to feel anything. This person didn't think they was going to feel anything if you walked away. Because to be honest with you, they probably just was there for a good time, not a long time anyway, initially. And then caught feelings because you were worth catching feelings for. And now they like, wait. I don't like how this feel. This don't feel good at all. Tell me more. Oops, shit. About to drop it. So I'm not letting you go, period. So now this person is struggling because they don't want to let you go. They don't want to let your energy go. Also, this person may have an entity attachment. You might be right, money. They have an entity attachment that just is really like a parasite within them, trying to suck you dry of all your love and energy, right? But again, give back how? Make effort in what way? Hmm. Tell me more, Spirit. What are they willing to sacrifice? What are they willing to do to make you feel as good as you make them feel? That's the most important part. When I'm with you, I feel at peace. You are my home. So you make this person feel blessed in your presence because you don't bring all the conflict that they come from or they've experienced. You don't trifle with this person. Like, you like peace. You value your peace. And this person did not value peace. They bring chaos and conflict. That's the energy they rest in. That's the energy they're comfortable in. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. It says, I know I have to apologize. I need your forgiveness. So again, we had the what is it, page of cups in reverse. What I said at the beginning, they don't like to apologize. This person don't want to apologize to you. They don't feel like they've done anything wrong. They feel like you gave because you wanted to give. So where did I go wrong at? How am I the problem? You know what I'm saying? I only took what you gave me. No, mind you, it's fine. You gave it out of love, right? But when you sat back or when they did the most and walked away or whatever, and you got a chance to think about it, you kind of like, well, what did they ever give me but a headache? What did they ever give me that gave me peace? Not much. Remember, I said this is a very hard-headed person. They're gonna do it their way. They don't care what you want. And I get and no matter how much you express what you desire, what you needed in the connection, this person is unwilling to sacrifice to be with you in the way that would made you comfortable and feel safe. And so for that, they're losing a connection that they deeply desire and don't want to let go of, but yet they haven't brought any or given you any reason to reopen that door. So, you know, you take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, you know what I'm saying, don't take it. But, you know, they folks know how they made you feel, but they don't want to take accountability. And with that page of cups in reverse, this person lacks the emotional maturity to handle an adult relationship with you. You know, they still in that's that F boy energy, that dusty, musty, crusty. That I ain't gotta say nothing. Nah. They just gonna be there for me when I'm ready. And when I'm ready, we gonna resume. And you already on some other, like you moved on. Like, and they don't even know how you moved on mentally. Like, unless they talking to you, unless they really communicate with you, they could see you moving on, but they like, nah, this person's in. I would get to this person because they're so stubborn and hard headed, would be in disbelief to believe that you are that strong. The strength card is here. Yeah, them alter egos and them egos. Yes, because they walk around in that pride and ego, thinking they good. And I could go, especially with the Knight of Swords here. This person feels like they could convince you of anything. All they gotta do is talk to you. All they gotta do is just sit with you, and you gonna listen to them, and it's gonna bleed your heart, and then y'all gonna get another cycle out of this situation. The devil is a lie, trying to tell you. And the same thing that made you laugh gonna make you cry, because this person is going, oh, shit, I ain't know it felt like this. And right now they not blaming the karmic. They know what they did. They are not blaming the karmic tonight. Not tonight. This person is like, wait, hold on. I know I made some mistakes, but I can't deal with you letting me go. And spirit is urging you to move on, to release them. Because the question begs, what would you be holding on to? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. You wouldn't be holding on. Nothing. What do they give you? I've had clients in situations where they explain to me what the man has done, right? And it's just female clients in particular. I've had male clients too, but one in particular I will say, but the scenario tends to be this person has done all this pouring into the relationship, all the effort, all the da 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 da. But when I ask them, what has the person done for you? Is crickets. They can't even fathom. Like, it's kind of like, Well, they bought me lunch one day. Okay. But what else did they do that matched your energy with this person? And they struggle. They struggle because they can't really recount any of the times where this person has been beneficial to them in any way. And let me tell you, the tangible shit work. It matters. It can't just be, well, they said they love me and I love them too, right? But you doing all the work, and what are they doing? It can't be just that. It's more to life, more to relationships, more to love than you giving and the other person receiving. It has to be more. So y'all take that how it resonate. If it don't resonate, don't take it. Like, share, and subscribe. But you know, make sure you ring that bell, that way you're notified anytime I come on. But listen, there's a certain level of peace that can't even be explained when you accept that this person does not belong in your life because they bring nothing to your life, right? It's not that you, like, again, it's not that you don't love them. It's not. But when you really evaluate, you don't even be angry. You don't even be angry. You just be like, you know what? Yeah, I don't really see where this is going to go. And this person's like, wait. No. So again, take out a resonate, y'all. Thanks for coming to the channel. Like, share, subscribe. Have a good night.